My journal became my secret weapon. It was the one place where I could untangle the knots in my mind, start to put together the pieces, understand what was happening to me, and where I first started the journey of healing. But my journal also became a threat to my narcissistic ex-husband. So much so that he once read my journal and picked a fight over some things that I had written in it. Why? Because your journal is the most powerful weapon you have against narcissistic abuse. And that makes it dangerous to someone who depends on controlling your reality. The processing of you. Processed food, sweets, soda, fast food tastes amazing because your body doesn't have to do any work to digest it. No effort, instant high. A well-trained narcissistic partner does the same thing. Gives them love, support, help without effort in return. You keep the relationship afloat while they reap the benefits. To get you from an independent, free-thinking person to a compliant, long-term partner, the narcissist has to process you. Not in a factory, but in the slow grind of the narcissistic abusive cycle. Over time, you lose your reference points for normality. Your confidence wears down, and your behavior twists to fit their needs. You become weaker, paler, like whole grain turned into white flour. And that's why a journal can be a lifeline. Because it keeps track on what's actually happening before it gets bleached away. Find the missing pieces game. Let's play a game together. Look closely at these 10 objects and memorize them. Got them? Okay, now cover your eyes, step back and open. Which one is missing? Put it down in the comments if you remember. When something disappears slowly, one grain at a time, you don't notice it. And the narcissists keep accusing you for changing, when in fact it's their manipulation that's reshaping you. Journaling helps you keep track so that the missing pieces don't vanish without a trace. Why journaling works? Journaling helps you keep a record of reality, a record that they can't change or control. It also helps you spot patterns over time. It's also a safe place where you can express emotions and reparent yourself. And it helps to clear some of the mental fog by putting down your feelings and the facts on paper. And by the way, this was the one missing. In my marriage, my journal became my gap detector. One day I would write down what he said, and the next day I would write down what he did. And those things rarely matched. When I noticed that he started to read my journal, I started to write it backwards, so literally mirror writing to protect my thoughts, because that journal was really important to me. I remember one day when he confronted me about something that I had written in my private journal. I had written there that he had lied, and he was furious that I had kept a record of things. He couldn't stand that I had a version of reality that he couldn't touch. Why narcissists hate your journal? It's out of their control. It makes gaslighting harder because you do have a record of reality that you can check. And that actually threatens the entire system that they have built up to control you. Your journal validates your own mind instead of theirs. How journaling helps you heal. It encourages self-reflection and gives you a place to focus on your growth. In your journal, you can record boundaries and confidence changes that happens over time. Your journal becomes a witness, a proof that you are no longer the same person that entered the relationship. And here's the thing, even after you have left, the journal is still your ally. In your journal, you can pour out your experience or start to name things that you're not yet ready to speak to another person about. It helps you write through memories instead of carrying them in your body. And you can notice what triggers you, what creates anxiety, and why. You can use it to plan changes in how you respond, to plan how to stand up for yourself, to work through which chores really needs to be done, and when you should ask for help. It's a place where you can track your wins and see how far you've come since you left. Because the journey back is also long and sometimes slow. Sometimes you feel like nothing is happening, you're not making any progress. You might even feel like you're damaged forever, when in reality you are steadily and quietly making progress, and your journal helps you see that. Your journal is yours. Protect it if you need to. Hide it, encrypt it, even write it in code or in another language. Your journal is one of the easiest, simplest, cheapest, and most powerful tool that you have at your disposal when you're waking up and when you're healing. With every entry, you are reclaiming your power and your story. Even a sentence a day may be enough. Because every time you write, you are saying, I see what is happening. My reality matters, and you can't take it away from me. And you're also saying, I see myself returning. My healing is real, and I am worth the patience it takes to get there. If this video brought you clarity, I recommend you taking a look at this video about the cost of staying in a narcissistic relationship. I'm Emma holding up a light over the bridge. See you in the next video.